showing the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. In at forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Doncic out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the 5 spot.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Dunn. KD passes to Beal. Good work defensively by Hachimura.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's LeBron. The tray. Beal pulls it in.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
LeBron can't get it to go. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. 4-point game. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
Now here's James, following the miss by Rui Hachimura. Nice shot by James.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Booker the pass to Richards. And Booker kicks to KD. Booker with it. Back to Durant. Just 5 on the clock. From downtown. Doncic grabs the miss.
Well, I think that was clearly a fourth. He was a little anxious. Too much in a hurry right there.
Lakers working the ball around now. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, I've always felt like I belong. It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, is this confidence or cockiness? He told her, you're basically kind of the same thing. Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Lakers leading by 5. Reeves outside. To the paint. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Beal against Reeves. Beal dishes to Booker. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's almost effortless for Booker this close in. He just drops the ball in the bucket.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Now here's James. Takes a 3. Good on the 3-point shot. LeBron's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
All systems are on go when LeBron has the ball behind the arc.
Booker the pass to Richards, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Now here's LeBron. He's got 7. And finished off by LeBron.
An ultra competitor in everything he does. LeBron doesn't go up just for the simple layup. He wants to throw it down.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. A rebound by the Lakers.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Durant, no good. LeBron against Booker. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
And the dunk by James.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Hayes with the steal. He can't hit that time. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. He comes away. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, they've got Vincent, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Connect. Then it's Goodwin. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers. Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Stolen by Jones. Martin wide open. He fires. Trains the three-pointer.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Pass to Vincent. There's a good screen. Shoots from the line. Rebound by the Suns. Allen with it. Now defended by Goodwin. Outside, Jones. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Martin finds Plumlee. 4 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. The shot that time, not on target.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And you like to see that from Connect. Found the man with a better look.
And so here's Phoenix after the basket by Los Angeles. Goodwin with the steal. Now the Lakers on the break. Jumps up, pushes it down to finish the break.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Los Angeles leading by 9. To the wing right side. Here's Vanderbilt. Takes it off the glass. Vanderbilt's got 4 points in the quarter. Clark, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches. And we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway. But we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
Now here's Jones, still without a basket. Bull the pass to Martin, and finished off by Martin.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Here's Vincent, defended by Jones. And he converts the layup. And the Lakers lead by 9.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Bowles setting the pick for Allen. Poked away. Back to Bowles. And the dunk by Bowles.
It's really easy for Bowles to throw it down. Man, I'm a little jealous, especially with these creaky knees that I've got. I don't even think I could dunk in my dreams.
Now, here's Vanderbilt. Pass to connect. Vanderbilt, a screen on Martin. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Suns trail by 7. Jones drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jones has got his first points of the night.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defender.
Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Outside, Jones. 36 seconds left now here in the second. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And Clark for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
Now, here's Vanderbilt.
Suns foul.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Second team foul. At the line for the Lakers,
That free throw, no good. Both teams deciding to change it up. No good on the second free throw. Suns trail by 5.
Man, this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
James outside. Here's Vanderbilt. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
24.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at James, what a contribution.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Nick Richards, and it's done in at the 3 spot. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
And the athleticism on display. You got to enjoy watching Hachimura go for the powerful finish.
Outside, Beal. Driving in and finished off by Beal.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Reeves gets the bucket.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
Basket counts. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
And that's the weight room strength of Doncic right there, fully displayed.
On the try, Booker.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First trip to the line for him here.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line, just a shade under 90%.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Doncic passes to Reeves. Back to Doncic. Poked loose. Reeves against Beal.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where one or two possessions can impact the outcome.
And Booker kicks to Beal. Durant with the screen on Reeves. Beal the pass to Richards. A three-pointer off the mark. The Lakers in the lead. Here's LeBron. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Defender gets caught in a bad position there. LeBron so powerful enough to convert through contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. Last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
Here's Beal, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Luka Doncic.
First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Hachimura. To the middle. On the wing, Reeves. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Doncic. Hachimura. Great positioning on the putback. And the Lakers lead by 5.
And his coaches and teammates love that. They want Hachimura getting after it more on that offensive glass.
Here's Booker. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hayes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Richards. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And it's fun to watch guys like Booker that see the floor this well. Seems to always get it to the right man.
Here's Reeves. Phoenix grabs the miss. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
LeBron kicks to Hachimura. James looking it over. Back to Hachimura. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Hachimura's got 6.
And the confidence Hachimura has in himself, knows he can score from this area when given the chance.
Dunn left side for the tie. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor.
On the court.
Lakers leading by 3. Pass to connect. For 3. Plumlee with the rebound. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Martin the pass to Bull. And the basket is good. He has 6. 8 seconds left to play in the third. 4 seconds left. No good at the rim. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Lakers lead by 1. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And here is Los Angeles now. So the Lakers 5 right now. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Connect. Then it's Goodwin. Then it's Vincent.
Hey, right here.
In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. Sinks the three-pointer. Vanderbilt's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Los Angeles. Plumlee attacking. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Allen in the post. It's hauled in by Goodwin. Lakers leading by 4. It's stolen by Jones. Now here is Martin. Not a lot of room. Plumlee sets the pick for Allen. Offline with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
That one goes. Count it. And it's a 6-point Laker lead.
Well, Connect is not just a shooter. He's got the strength to handle that interior contact.
Allen with the ball. Now defended by Goodwin. Offensive rebound. Back to Allen. Puts up a deep 3. Again, Allen missing. Lakers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Scooped up. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else.
And we've got a lineup change for the Lakers.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Right side, Durant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Jackson Hayes.
Well, you're scratching your head with how do you defend a guy like Durant. I mean, his length, his speed, ball handling, all allow him to draw fouls easily.
And he's good on the second. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Nice work from Doncic, doing a good job finding a way to get it done inside.
Booker against Doncic. Outside for KD. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
And so deft with the floater. LeBron's got so many tricks up his sleeve.
Booker the pass to Durant. And KD throws it down.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense has taken a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
1:53 left in the fourth. Inside. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Hachimura. Great D that time from Durant. Suns trail by 4. Right side, Beal. Looking for Richards and gets it there. Done. Pass to KD. And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The finish. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And you see the composure of Hachimura, not feeling the pressure of the moment at all.
Done outside. Off target from outside.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
A big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
And now the fast break. Hachimura with the ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Beal picks one up.
And when Hachimura is looking to score, it sometimes forces the D to get aggressive. Love the energy.
And it's Phoenix's ball, trailing here by 8. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, Reeves. It's hauled in by Dunn. And Greg, it looks like time is going to run out on him here.
Yeah, I mean, unless they come up with an absolute miracle.
Beal gets a wide open look. And it's off from 3-point range. From deep, Reeves. They get it back. Lets it go from deep. No good. Shot missing. And so the Lakers take the win. A solid, David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Cadillac
Both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. We've got Barnes, Brandon Ingram out there with Dick. Then there's Jakob Poeltl, and it's Mobo in at the 4-man position. Now here's Dunn, Richards. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
And there's the screen. Back to Ingram. The 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Booker surveying the D. It's Beal on the wing, covered by Ingram. Beal, the pass to Dunn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Durant into the lane. And Durant with the big finish.
It is unfair that a 7-footer can be that smooth, that agile off the bounce. Kevin Durant doing some nice work.
Beal outside. Pass to Richards. It's Booker on the wing. Richards with a screen from behind the arc. Gets the 3 to fall.
The quality decision-making off that pick and roll. Booker just taking what the defense gives him.
Outside Dick. Outside for Ingram. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Here's Mobo. And a miss there on the triple. In transition, here come the Suns. And Durant slams it home.
Well, Kevin Durant with a little crafty creativity, KD at the rim.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one. And so it's Phoenix with it, following the bucket by the Raptors. And Booker, here we go. And the basket is good. Booker's got 5.
Woo-hoo, that was an explosive move by Devin Booker. Decks it and finishes.
Dick, the pass to Ingram. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Fires in the triple. Ingram's gotten his second bucket.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Durant. That shot off. Poeltl with some nice D. Ingram against Beal. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Outside Durant. There's the 3. Hits the trifecta. He's got 7.
Boy, no hesitation right there. You see Kevin Durant assertive on the offensive end.
And Kevin Durant is arguably the greatest scoring forward ever. What makes KD so incredible, Doris?
BA, this game better go into triple overtime if I've got to list everything that makes this guy special. Size, elite shooting, ability to handle the ball at 7 feet, put it on the deck, get past, finish in traffic, rebound. You need me to guard every single position on the defensive end? I can do that. I can go on all night. How much time we got, BA?
One of the all-time greats, Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. Raptors trail by 3. Pirtle with the ball, now guarded by Booker. Pirtle, the pass to Dick. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
And I love Dick's aggressive mindset. I mean, this is how lethal he can be catching and firing.
And Booker, here we go. And Booker with the jam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Now here's Beal. No made baskets yet. Pass to Booker. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Here's Ingram. With 1 on the clock. And the layup is up and in. Ingram's got 8.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Toronto out in front. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Quickly and Barrett, they're the backcourt duo. Then it's Chris Boucher, and it's Abaji in at the 3, the small forward. Battle's shot is good.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Pass to Plumlee. Now Martin. Now Allen. Outside Bull. Just 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Martin. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Martin's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And there's the call on Mason Plumlee. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, the Suns. Quickly, passes to Barrett. And the Raptors, another 3. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches. But the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run. And honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
Pass to Abaji. 4-3. Bull grabs the board. Suns trail by 4. Here's Martin. And Boucher with the block.
Boy, if Boucher is nearby, I'd be hearing footsteps if I was a shooter. This guy can erase some shots with that length.
For 3, Allen. And it's Allen again missing.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Barrett. 3-pointer. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Phoenix. Pass to Martin. Back to Jones. Plumlee, a screen on quickly. Jones finds Martin. 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Bull. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Battle. Pass to Quickly. Takes the 3. Plumlee pulls down the board. Suns trail by 4. And the foul called on Emmanuel Quickly. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:56 left to play in the first half.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Phoenix shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls.
Cody Martin taking 2 shots.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And now the Raptors on the break. Pass to Quickly. The 3 is up. Bull grabs the board. For Phoenix, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Jones in the post. Outside Bull. Allen on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Barrett. Here's Abaji. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
Barrett against Allen. And he drives in. Outside Jones. 5 to shoot. Here's Plumlee. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's Barrett on the wing. Here's the 3. Oh, again! Toronto with a triple.
Well, Barrett has got to become more consistent, but if he adds consistent three-point shooting, turn the lights out.
To the inside. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Quickly passes to Barrett. Here's Boucher for 3. Connects from downtown.
Well, this is what Chris Boucher does. Loves to stretch the defense with his shooting ability.
Suns trail by 12. Allen outside. Here's Plumlee. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Toronto, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. Back after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. It's been quite a game for Grady Dick.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Dunn in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Mike Budenholzer as we begin the second half. Now here's Ingram. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Here's Mobo. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Mobo's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
Dunn's shot is good.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Ingram. Give him 8 points now. The 3 ball. Durant pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Kept alive. It's Booker in the open floor.
This guy difficult to match up with in transition because Booker can hit from anywhere on the floor.
Here's Ingram. Crafty move. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Assisted.
Ingram's got 10 points in the game.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now here's Booker. 9 points in the game. Ooh, Booker doing Booker things.
Putting up points is what Devin Booker does best, and right now he is showing out.
Outside for Ingram. Fires for three. Sinks it from distance. Ingram's got 5 points in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Hard off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper. A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. This will be his third free throw of the game. And that one misses. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, BA. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
The Raptors making a switch here. Barrett's checked in.
Number 9, R.J. Barrett.
Here's Allen, and it's blocked.
R.J. Barrett has strength and length on the defensive end, and that makes that block an easy one.
Here's Agbaji. Drops in the three. Agbaji's got 6 points.
Gotta D him up better than that. He's simply too good from beyond the arc.
Outside Bull. Pass to Allen. A minute 37 left in the third quarter. Jones from outside. And it's Toronto with a rebound. And stolen by Jones. Fires it from 18. Bull. Allen, the pass to Plumlee. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
I think that's going to stick with him for a while. Huge mistake at a critical juncture in the game.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Pass to Battle. The three is up. And the Raptors, another three.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And 1:01 left in the third quarter. The Suns have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. Here's Agbaji. He's got 6. They get it back.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Back to Bull. Beyond the arc. Buries it from 3. Bull's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Boucher for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Plumlee's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Allen. Martin outside. Back to Allen. Pass to Plumlee, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And it's the Raptors with the ball. 22 was their biggest lead. He got it up. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Quickly. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Quickly and Barrett, they're the backcourt duo. Then it's Chris Boucher, and it's Agbaji in at the small forward.
You have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Pass to Battle for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Dunn outside. Durant, the pass to Dunn. Beal from outside. Richards with a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Tries again. Outside for Booker. Sinks the tray.
Oh, that one very close. Booker shows great awareness getting that one off.
A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. And it's Battle missing. Suns trail by 19. For 3, Durant. Here's Dunn. Out to Beal. And stolen by Barrett. Pass to Abaji. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Here's Battle. On target from range. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Raptors?
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
A line change here for Toronto. Here's Dunn. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Raptors lead by 22. Dunn with a steal. Launches it from deep. Mobo with a rebound. Toronto has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Out to the wing. And here's Ingram outside. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Ingram. Launches it. He buries it from 3. Ingram's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, this is how competitive Ingram is. Getting his revenge with a 3 of his own.
It's Beal on the wing. Durant way outside. Suns keep it alive.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to Ingram. Barnes with a screen on Durant. There's the triple. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Richards has got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Durant. Fires from deep. That doesn't go either for Durant.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Ingram with the ball. There's a screen. The 3. Buries it from 3. Ingram's got 28.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Raptors.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Brandon Ingram.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Now here's Pirtle from the arc. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. Beal from outside. That one doesn't drop.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Ingram with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. The 3. The shot by Ingram, no good. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray. Ingram's got 34.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
The deep 3. Offensive board. It doesn't go for him. Durant for three. Offline. So no problem for Toronto as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Ingram is out there with Dick. Then it's Barnes. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Mobo in at the 4 spot. And it's Ingram missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Good on the triple. Doncic has got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Lakers. Here's Dick, guarded by Doncic. Ingram outside. Connects from 3-point range.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And I love how Doncic reads the floor, varies his pace, and uses every trick of the bag to get where he wants to go.
Now here's James. Nice move. And Pirtle pulls it down. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Here's Ingram after Luka Doncic's bucket. Ingram with it. He's got 6. No good from outside. LeBron against Ingram. James, the pass to Hayes. Back to James. Pass to Hachimura. LeBron outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Ingram outside. Jacks up a 3. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And they are Supreme Dreams very happy to be seeing the Lakers winning.
And he's a huge NBA fan, and he puts out some really funny basketball-related content as well.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. LeBron outside. Pass to Hachimura. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Great job by Hachimura to not lose his concentration. Boy, he plays with great focus and energy.
Lakers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Dick finds Ingram. Here's Mobo. There's the pick. And Brandon Ingram gets the 3. Ingram's got 9.
And you love the work Ingram has put into his shot. You can put him in the corner now and force the defense to extend.
The drive by Doncic. Oh, he misses the dunk. Toronto's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
And here is Doncic after Brandon Ingram getting his shot to go from deep. And Hayes kicks to LeBron. Drives to the hoop. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Ingram from the arc. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Dick wide open. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Now here's LeBron. He has yet to score, and he uses the glass on the lane.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Just, like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Ingram a screen on Doncic. Got a piece of it, and stolen by LeBron. One-on-one fast break, and LeBron throws it down.
And just a sensational two-way break. Once LeBron gets the steal, like he is immediately looking to attack.
And he gets the bucket. He's got 17. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Doncic. Got it for his fourth field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. He got it up, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Brandon Ingram, he's been the guy making things happen. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
We've got Goodwin. Austin Reeves out there with Gabe Vincent. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Lakers trail by 4. Here's Goodwin. Misses the 3. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Abaji. Vanderbilt defending for 3. Barrett. And the Raptors miss again. Lakers shooting really well. 54% from the floor. The Lakers moving the ball around. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Raptors leading by 4. Out to the wing. Here's Battle. And again, no good by Toronto.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Toronto grabs the miss. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Kept alive. The shot off that time. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Down low. Vanderbilt misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. It makes defending a much easier prospect.
I know Reeves has been accused of hunting fouls before, Richard. Do you see that?
Oh, I don't know if it's all on Reeves. It's just the way the game is played. Great players learn how to put you in position to foul them. The goal of the game is to score, and if that's hunting fouls, then hunt away. Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Pass to Battle. Here's Abaji. And the Raptors miss again.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And finally, someone scores.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
To the left wing. Here's Vincent. Barrett covering. And Boucher sends it back. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Onside, Barrett gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's an 8-point Raptor lead.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Snatched up. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Quickly the pass to Barrett. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Nice looking shot there from Barrett. You can tell he's confident when he's shooting the ball.
He takes it in. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Here's the Raptors with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Pass to quickly. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Hits it from three-point range. Reeves has got 5 points in the quarter. Quickly with a wide open look. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Benson with it. Barrett covering. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Reeves. They get it again. Goodwin. And Boucher sends it back. And here again, the Raptors in transition. Up the court they go. Sinks the three-pointer. Battle's got the lead up to 12 now for the Raptors.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And here's Reeves outside. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Here's Abaji. Outside Barrett. Here's Battle. And he got that one up in time, but it doesn't go in. And so it's the Toronto Raptors up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes finding the bottom of the bucket. Right back after this break. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got Grady Dick. Also Ingram out there. Yakupurtl out there with Barnes. And it's Mobo in at the 4-man position. Ingram outside. There's a screen. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Connect with a wide open look. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Raptors leading by 12. The 3. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game. Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Dick passes to Ingram. Pirtle sets the pick for Ingram. A three-pointer, no good. Lakers trail by 18. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The drive by James somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. LeBron's got 6.
With his athletic ability, LeBron drives with purpose. He wants to put the D in a difficult position whenever he gets the chance.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the detail.
And it's Connect at the elbow. Lakers working the ball around now. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Doncic. He's got 9.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
Well, Richard, you were a teammate of LeBron James's, winning a title in Cleveland with him, playing with LeBron. what was something you learned about his game and about him?
Well, I learned that he takes the greatness that has been bestowed upon him as a gift, and it is a curse, but he understands how to handle both.
Pirtle with the steal. Ingram wide open. From past the arc. They get it back. Puts up a deep three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Lakers trail by 16. Here's Hayes. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Toronto, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And it takes that one up and powers it through.
And all the attention goes to Dick's jump shot, but he's a willing passer as well.
Pass to connect. His three-pointers off the mark. Toronto leading by 18. .133 left in the third quarter. Here's Ingram. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Hachimura. No good on the shot.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's checked in for Rui Hachimura. Goodwin comes in for LeBron. Gabe Vincent, he's checked in for Connect. And it's Austin Reeves in for Doncic. Now, here's Quickly. It's not going to go for him. There's 39 seconds left in the third. From deep, Reeves. And the three ball is good. Reeves has got 8 points.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to Boucher. Here's Battle. The three ball. Quickly with it. Fires the three. And that one's good. Battle's got his second bucket of the game to go.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
They set the pick from the arc, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Brandon Ingram, he's been the guy making things happen for. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And it's Goodwin with the ball for Los Angeles. They trail by 18. They've got Vincent, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Goodwin. Then it's Austin Reeves. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Raptors shooting 43% for the game. Quickly kicks to Barrett. It's good from long range. And the Raptors lead by 18.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Reeves against Quickly. Reeves gets the bucket.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Barrett for 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Vincent with it. Barrett covering. Here's the 3. Vincent misses. One-on-one fast break. Battle misses.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
Now, here's Quickly. Barrett, no good. Pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Vincent. This one for three. Cans it from downtown. Vincent's got 6 in the quarter.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Here's Abaji. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Reeves. Rebound by the Raptors. Boucher's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Quickly the pass to Battle. Trains the three-pointer. And the Raptors lead by 17. LA has gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Swiped away. Here's Abaji. Knocks down the 3 ball. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Raptors?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. That is his first foul of the game. And we've got a lineup change here for the Lakers. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. LeBron kicks to Hayes. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Back to Hachimura. Good, and the assist goes to James.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Toronto.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Brandon Ingram.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Now Ingram, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go, drills the three-pointer.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's score, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Pulls up on the wing. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
That 3 off the mark. So it's the Lakers now. 19-point game. And here's Ingram from the arc. He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. For 3, Ingram off on that one. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final.
game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards, and it's done in at the 3 slot. Now here's Booker, and he converts the layup.
There's nothing you can do if you're the defense. Booker is so solid at muscling shots in through contact.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And that one drops.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Booker. The kick to Durant. Beal, right side. Deflected. They get it back. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Dunn. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we're about a minute into the first. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Now here's Beal. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Los Angeles ball.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Doncic with it. Beal picks him up. Here's James. No good there. Good work defensively by Richards.
Time.
Woo.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Slick feed by Beal, taking advantage of the hole in the defense to set up a wide open man.
Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. James against Beal. The open shot by James. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That will fall.
That defense has to worry so much about LeBron as a passer that it opens things up for his jump shot.
Screen by Durant. Booker, the pass to Dunn. Here's Beal. Six to shoot. Doncic pulls down the board.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Out to Beal. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. So they take the lead.
We talk about guys with fewer strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
2 minutes remain in the first. 2 minutes.
Doncic on the wing. Booker defending. James inside, and it's Phoenix with a rebound. He got him. No doubt that's a foul, and it's going to be a transition take foul. Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
The Suns have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
It's stolen by Dunn. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. For three, Durant. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Here's Hachimura. Oh, denied by Durant.
You know, somehow Durant is still a bit overlooked as a defender and shot blocker.
And then Beal with the dunk.
It sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now here's Doncic. No good. Unable to win this run. Right wing. Fires the three. James with the block.
It's a part of his game that LeBron takes a lot of pride in, shot blocking and defending. He's no slouch at that end of the floor.
Richards with a screen. Here's Durant. Blocked again! And here's the fast break. And Doncic hammers it home.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
Booker finds Durant. Outside Booker from the stripe. Oh, at the buzzer!
Wow! I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
I agree.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their entire defense is designed to stop LeBron right now, and that's been effective. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Cody Martin is out there with Bol Bol. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then there's Tyus Jones. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Jones, the pass to Plumlee. And that one is hammered home.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Pass to Goodwin. Puts up a three. Bol grabs the board. Phoenix leading by 12. Down low. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Here's Reeves. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Goodwin gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend. And now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And the second free throw is good. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Plumlee a screen. Jones drives in. Pass to Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Martin. Rebounded by the Lakers. Here's Lynn. And he gets it to go.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Phoenix leading by 15. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Vincent outside. Shot clock at 5. Back to Vanderbilt. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Martin. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Suns.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
They are also being so active there with their hands on defense. It's paying off with a lot of steals already tonight.
Vanderbilt inside. Bull covering. The shot by Reeves, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. For 3, Allen. Len pulls it in. Here's Goodwin. Allen defending. Shot is good by Goodwin. Goodwin's gotten 4 this quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Grayson Allen really making a difference here.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Connect, and it's Hayes in at center. That's the Laker 5. For 3, Durant. He can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 18. Hachimura, the pass to James. Doncic on the wing. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by the Suns. Richards has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Beal outside. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Booker can't get it to go. The Lakers have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Here's James. And the layup is good off the glass. James has got 6.
You can tell LeBron values getting quality shots because he knows how much they're worth, and he's willing to fight for them.
Durant with a screen on Doncic. Pass to Dunn. Outside Booker. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Doncic, count it.
The guard attributes on display there. Luka with one of the quicker releases you'll see in the game.
Doncic against Booker. It's good. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
to the paint. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Nick Richards. First trip to the line for him here, and he makes the first.
At the line for the Lakers.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Phoenix leading by 14. Right side, Booker. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. The Lakers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. LeBron without hesitation. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal
Clark, what's
foul.
incredible about LeBron, he makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
BA, I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks, inspiring along the way. Luke, a combination of finesse and bully ball in there that time.
Pass to Beal. Got a piece of it. James with the ball. Dunn in his pocket. And here's Hayes. From deep, here's Doncic. The rebound by Devin Booker. Booker's got 4 rebounds now. Durant powers through the contact to finish inside.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They led by as many as 18. There's a screen. Pass to Dunn. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Here's James. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. James has got 6 here in the quarter.
I guess the defense was not expecting the quick release. LeBron can get it up and down in a hurry, though.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And it's a completely new group for the Lakers. So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Plumlee's checked in for Richards. Martin comes in for Dunn. Allen, he's checked in for Beal. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Booker. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Suns.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
You know, the defense has given them that shot, and they've knocked it down consistently. And that's been a real key factor for them tonight.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Phoenix leading by 16. Outside Durant. Pass to Allen. Now here's Martin. Plumlee a screen. Here's Allen. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Allen's
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Outside Reeves. From outside the arc. Plumlee pulls down the board. Here we go. Here's Martin. Pass to Allen. Up in time. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Grayson Allen, Mason Plumlee out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Cody Martin, and it's Jones in at the 1. Allen, the pass to Martin. Back to Allen. Fires top of the key. Len pulls it in. Lakers trail by 16. Here's Goodwin. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, got a piece of it. Martin with the ball. Now Vanderbilt defending. Here's Allen. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Pass to Goodwin. There's the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. And here's Durant. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Allen in the high post. Clock at 6. Martin finds Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center still makes his presence felt.
The free throw is off from Plumlee. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Len. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when one will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
Screen by Durant. Here's Allen. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Durant with it. Now Vanderbilt defending. Jones from outside. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Reeves. Buries it down low.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
And the foul on Gabe Vincent. That's his first foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. Dunn comes in for Martin. Bradley Beal, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Booker in for Jones. Durant, the pass to Dunn. Beal surveying the D. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Suns lead by 18.
I mean, capable of playing either guard position, Beal is especially difficult to contain in pick and roll. I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
The Suns lead by 18. Here's Booker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Doncic.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
At the line for the Suns.
Both free throws good from Booker. The Lakers have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Here's Doncic. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
That's his second personal foul.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently, night in and night out.
Second free throw, no good. Lakers trail by 19. Here's Connect. Here he goes. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscle. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
Durant surveying the D. And Durant with the big finish.
And Durant doesn't need to get up too high to throw it down. I think he could be dunking well into his 60s.
And here's Doncic outside. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 5 rebounds in the game.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Suns.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Devin Booker.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
For three, Booker drills it from deep. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you expect tremendous effort from a scorer like Booker, but it's still impressive to see him delivering.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Will it go? Richards pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Outside Booker. He shoots. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And it's Phoenix's ball. Pass to Beal. Durant for three. No good. And so it's the Lakers with it. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Connect his third personal foul. The 4th team foul.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Booker for three. They get it again. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. A statement road victory.
matchup we have here in the front court break.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. And I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Dunn, and it's Richards in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Over Durant. And it's Ingram missing.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Right side, Beal. Dunn outside. The 3. Rebound by the Raptors. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Spoke earlier with Darko Rajakovic. During our talk, I asked Coach what makes Kevin Durant one of the best scorers ever. He told me it's insane that a 7-footer has that much skill. Kevin truly is one of a kind. No one can stop him one-on-one. We need a team effort. Of course, KD's going to the Hall of Fame, and he's still giving opponents nightmares late in his career. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. They double-team Beal. Dunn outside. Booker in the corner. Durant sets a screen for Booker. Back to Dunn. Rejected by Ingram.
Well, Brandon Ingram is so long, and that's what we could say to the ball. So long.
A 3 from Barnes. The rebound by Richards. The Suns have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from D.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
And here's Booker after Brandon Ingram getting his shot to go from deep. Dunn kicks to Booker. No one near him. Toronto grabs the miss.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And it's Ingram missing.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost him.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Brandon Ingram's advantage when he's down low like that still comes through in his length.
And Richards has it in the corner. Beal gets a wide open look from outside off the mark. Raptors leading by 3. Ingram finds quickly. Back to Ingram. Beyond the arc. It's Ingram on the wing. There's a minute 40 left to play here in the first. A three-pointer is right on target.
Brandon Ingram at that size constantly has a shooting window that's open.
KD against Barnes. And stolen by Barnes. Pirtle inside. Quickly with a wide open look. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Booker against Quickly. And Booker kicks to Dunn. Here's Richards. Outside for Durant. Shot to stop the run. Hits the three-point bomb. KD's got 5.
And man, you look at that release from Durant. He makes hitting a 3 look like a layup with that size and touch.
Ingram up top. He's got 8. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Dunn. Suns trail by 6. Beal deciding where to go with it. Booker outside. Back to Beal. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And there's Booker on the assist from Dunn.
That's Booker's specialty. So good at rising up and connecting off the catch.
Now quickly, and stolen by Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Brandon Ingram. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Raptors.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Cole is out there with Plumlee. Then it's Jones. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Martin in at the 3, the small forward. The offensive rebound. Pass to Roden. Launches it. And the rebound goes to Martin. The Suns leading. To the paint. Here's Bull. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Bull's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length. And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Pass to Plumlee. Over in the corner, Allen. Wing shot on the way, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And it's Roden missing. For Phoenix, they've got a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Martin. Outside, Jones. Pass to Bull. Got a piece of it. Nice break. Here come the Raptors. Barrett, wide open. He fires. Nailed from three-point land. Barrett's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside, Martin. Back to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Mobo gets the basket. Here's Jones. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game. Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Here's Abaji. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Bull, the pass to Martin.
Toronto foul. Shea. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Plumlee finds Martin. 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Plumlee. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Three-pointer. Doesn't go for him. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. And it's Martin missing. Poked away. And there's the call on Cody Martin. That is his first foul of the game. And the Raptors making a change here. Lawson's checked in. Toronto trailing. A minute 20 left in the first half of the game. Barrett with this screen on Jones. Lawson dishes to Barrett. Fires from deep. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Jones in the post. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jones has got his second basket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Jones against Lawson. Out to Barrett. They grab their own miss. Boucher and a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Boucher's got his first basket of the night. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 2. Screen by Bol. To the middle. And the dunk by Bol.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And like his father, Manu, Bol's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
19 seconds left in the first half. Outside, Jones. Pass to Martin. Back to Jones. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Good if it goes. No good that time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Raptors. All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game it's been so far. It's been quite a game for Bol.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Dick. And it's Ingram in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ingram's got 11 points.
Ingram staying agile, ready to take the shot as soon as that opened up for him.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
5 to shoot. Tries again. Fantastic finish by Booker.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
Birtle sets the pick for Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And Beal kicks to Booker. Durant sets a screen for Booker. Second chance shot. Booker going to work inside.
Love the confidence of Devin Booker. When he gets a screen, he knows what he wants to do.
Barnes screen on done. Barnes outside. For 3, Ingram, and he's good on the 3 ball. 16 points for him.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Back to Booker. Outside, KD. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Durant. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 7 points for KD.
And Durant doesn't need more than a click to get one off.
Booker against Quickly. For three, Ingram. The rebound by Richards. Richards got his 5th rebound in this one. Done with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Booker outside. 1:57 left to play in the third. Outside, Beal takes the three. Again, the miss by Booker. Raptors leading by 4. Dick sets a screen for Ingram. Barnes screen on down. Ingram can't get that one to fall. Dunn passes to Richards. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. For three, Ingram sinks the triple. Ingram's got 19 points.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Barnes sets a screen for Ingram. No good with the triple.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Booker against Quickly. Durant sets a screen for Beal. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Beal's got 6 points.
Terrific response by Beal. This demonstrates what a competitor he is.
Out to Ingram. On the wing, Barnes. Back to Ingram. There's the three. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
The defense has to be besides themselves there. Terrific shot to clear.
And so it's Toronto, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the lead wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Cole is out there with Martin. Then there's Allen. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. Cole, a screen on Barrett. Jones, no one around him. Outside for Martin. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Walter, he's checked in for the Raptors.
Now into the lineup for your Raptors.
Raptors leading by 4. Pass to Mobo. Bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, not where he earns his money, that three-point shot. But he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
It's Jones on the wing. Now Allen. Bull setting the pick for Allen. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
They worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Toronto shooting well. 50% from the floor. Pass to Walter. Here's Abaji. Oh, good on the triple. It's Allen on the wing. Barrett covering. Jones from outside. He can't get it to go. Raptors leading by 4, and a foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. Several teams changing it up here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Barrett finds Dick. Ingram wide open. Traps in the tray. Ingram's got 25 points in the game.
This is where that length shows off on particular plays like that. Still able to score.
KD with it. And it's Beal in the corner. KD sets the pick for Beal. Just 5 to shoot. And finished off by Beal.
Such a big-time move from Beal, a big-time player.
Ingram against Dunn. It's Dick on the wing. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got his 3rd assist on the night.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Toronto.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Dick. And the dunk by Booker.
And Booker just keeps taking him. He's a scoring machine.
Raptors leading by 6. Ingram outside. We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Sweet move. Beal finds Richards. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Durant sets a screen for Dunn. Booker in the corner. For Barrett. Nice D from Barrett. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Dunn against Ingram. Over in the corner, Barnes. Lets it go with the 3. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Barnes. Ingram's got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors. From deep. Offensive rebound. Pirtle kicks to Ingram. Launches a 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Ingram's got 33.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Great look, but off the mark. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one's good. Durant.
Assist goes to Dunn.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
And here's Ingram from the arc. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Devin Booker.
For 3, Ingram, and the miss. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly showed.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the deal with the
outdoors. You were a gifted passer, a conference assist leader. What makes a great playmaker?
Well, look at Brian Anderson doing his homework on his partner here. I think, obviously, you have to have some vision. You've got to have a handle to be able to get to the spots you want to on the floor, to deliver the pass at the appropriate angle. But maybe most importantly, you have to have a desire to make your teammates better.
And now the Los Angeles starters. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Connect, and it's Hayes in at the center position, filling out the middle. Now here's Ingram. Let's go with a three. It's Hayes with the rebound. It's tipped. Stolen by Quickly. Inside. This one for three. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Hachimura. Oh, a special move before that shot.
Boy, even with the contact, Rui Hachimura doesn't lose his touch or his concentration. So tough to distract this guy.
Ingram against James. From downtown. Outside for Ingram. From deep. Sinks it from distance.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
James passes to Hayes. Hachimura outside, driving to the basket, and the shot goes. Hachimura's got his second basket on the night.
Well, the physicality of Hachimura's drive is exceptional. Dribbles in looking almost unstoppable.
Picked by Pirtle, and here's Ingram from the arc. And again, Toronto with a triple.
And this first quarter has been ridiculous. They simply can't miss right now.
After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive too.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Now here's Ingram. 6 points for him. Pirtle with a screen on Hachimura. Back to Ingram. Knocked loose. Just 5 to shoot. James with a steal. Hayes with it. He's picked up by Barnes. And it's Doncic missing.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Pirtle with a screen on Hayes. The shot by Ingram, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Doncic finds James. And he banks in the layup.
That's about power, that's about control, and that's about LeBron James and the ability to have touch inside.
Outside Barnes. Back to Ingram. Barnes the screen. Jacks up a three. It's Hayes with the rebound.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
To the paint. Hachimura, the pass to Doncic. Back to Hachimura. Launches a three. Sends it home from three-point land. Hachimura's got his third basket on the night right there.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Ingram can't get that one to fall. Lakers trail by 4. Doncic outside. Has to connect. All sorts of time. No good off the back of the rim. Toronto's gone 4 of 9 from beyond the three-point line in this first quarter. Outside Ingram. Lets it go from deep. Outside Dick. Ingram with a screen on Doncic. Dick, the pass to Ingram. They grab their own miss. Again, the miss by Ingram.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. There's the steal. All alone on the break. Ball's going up the court. Here's Barnes. Kicks it to Quickly. It's Barnes on the wing. Outside Ingram. It'll count. Oh, did he get it off in time? He did! How about that? Are you... A big-time effort for Brandon Ingram, providing a lot of energy for Toronto, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
We've got R.J. Barrett, and it's Abaji in at small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And it's a completely new group for the Lakers. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Vanderbilt. Here's Lawson. They set the pick. Pass to Mobo. The shot. It's good from the top of the key. Lakers trail by 9. Vanderbilt inside. Blocked! And he recovers it. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Lawson. He's covered by Vincent. Takes a 3. And the basket by Abaji. Agbaji's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Vincent passes to Vanderbilt. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Vincent, back to Vanderbilt. Fires the 3. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Toronto leading by 10. The 3, Barrett. From deep three-point land. The long-distance 3 is buried.
Boy, how about that range from R.J. Barrett. Wow.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. The shot by Reeves, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And the basket by Abaji.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
They need this. And it's Boucher with the rebound. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation. That's
true, BA. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano a mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
offensive rebound. Abaji, the pass to Boucher. Outside Barrett. Shot clock at 6. The 3 ball. Offensive rebound. Pass to Lawson. Puts up a 3. Hits the trifecta. Lawson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
And a fast break now for the Raptors. Here's Mobo. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's been a hit. Here's Lawson, guarded by Vanderbilt. Pass to Mobo. Here's Abaji. The Raptors need to get off a shot. And the basket by Boucher.
Well, Chris Boucher, the ability to score, even though there's bodies around him, that's an impressive finish.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Vincent. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. Here's Abaji. Let's go with a three. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Goodwin. Second shot opportunity. Beyond the arc. Vanderbilt, no good.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Drains the triple.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And the basket by Abaji.
Now he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
From behind the arc. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
They already had the momentum going to the break. Now they've got even more of it.
And so it's Toronto with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. We'll be right back after this word.
They're thinking about the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. The Lakers shooting 27% in today's game. Not good. And so in the game for Los Angeles, at the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Connect is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes. At the 5.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And here's Doncic outside. Rebound by the Raptors.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
LeBron James leaves no doubt about that one. Punches it home as soon as he gets the opportunity.
And here's Ingram from the arc. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's Connect outside. Fires in the triple. Connect's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Here's the pick, and here's Ingram outside. Nails it from 3.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Here's Doncic. There's the drive. Throws it down down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Jakob Poeltl. But Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Hachimura from long range gets the 3 to fall. Hachimura's got 10 points.
And this offensive surge is just what they needed right now.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Kept alive. The 3. Outside Dick. From the arc. Brandon Ingram. That one's good. Ingram's got 6 here in the quarter.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Hard off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper.
Here's James. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hachimura against Ingram. To the middle. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
That's big time length and athleticism by Scotty Barnes, leaving no doubt.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. And there's James from the arc. And it's Toronto with a rebound. And here's Ingram outside. Fires for 3. Again, the miss by Ingram.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Doncic against quickly. Doncic, no good. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Ingram's got 9 points now in the second half.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
The 3. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Yeah, the fluid shooting motion of Ingram makes him a real threat to knock down these corner triples.
Something this Raptors team does very well is move the ball doors.
Yeah, B.A., this is an unselfish group of guys. They like moving the basketball, getting everybody involved. Amazing when a team has everybody touch it, how good it feels. Boy, Luka's strength, his size, his savvy puts him at the free throw line so often.
A line change here for Toronto. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success. And anything short of that is a failure.
And the Lakers making a change here. Vincent's checked in. The Lakers have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Goodwin passes to Vanderbilt. Now here's Reeves. Yep, count it. Reeves has got 5 now.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Lawson passes to Barrett. Pass to Lawson from outside the arc. Can't get it to drop. Reeves with some nice D. Now the Lakers moving it up. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Reeves has gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Here's Lawson. He's covered by Vincent. For 3, Barrett. He can't hit that time. Good if it goes. Can't hit that one. A big-time effort for Brandon Ingram, providing a lot of energy. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Chris Boucher, and it's Mobo in at the force line. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Left side Reeves. Three-pointer. Benson can't hit. And for Toronto, they're shooting at about 44% so far. 4-3. And they get it back.
Big rebound and a smart play to kick it right out. They want to use as much time as possible here.
5 to shoot. Barrett passes to Lawson. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Benson can't hit.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
And the basket by Abaji.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Abaji can't hit.
Raptors foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
What stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. James outside to the wing, right side. Here's Connect. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, scouts were buzzing about Connect's ability to attack the rim with a ton of ferocity. Now we see it in person.
And here's Ingram outside. The offensive rebound. Pass to Dick. This one for 3. Pure from three-point range. Dick's got his first 3 points of the game.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Barrett finds Ingram. Double team on Ingram. And stolen by Hayes. Going all the way to the rack. And here's Doncic outside. Rebound Toronto. Birtle's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Three-pointer. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
And here's Doncic outside. Knocks it down from distance.
Wow, quick trigger from Luka. Ready on the catch to release and fire.
Left side Barrett. Here's Ingram. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Ingram's got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And it's Hachimura missing. The Raptors have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Pass to Ingram. Takes a 3. And the three-pointer goes. Ingram's got 26 points.
Love to see Barrett aggressively sharing the basketball. Wants to get it to his teammates in their spots. Nice.
And it's Doncic missing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Raptors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Brandon Ingram.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Here's James. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
There's 31 seconds left in the final quarter, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
And that one's good. Ingram.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
From deep three-point range, no good. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game.